Another adventure, folks. This weekend, the SIAC is back. Did you see that action last weekend? Oh, we had some games out there, some type games, right? It's still a little early to start talking about a championship picture, but it's getting late. It's getting late. It's early and it's late. It's that time of the year. It's October. All right, we have football on the way. We're going to do volleyball. We're going to do cross country, but let's start with the pigskin first. Let's see, we're going to review, then preview, and if we're here long enough, I'm going to get hungry and we're just going to barbecue. Highlights brought to you, as always, by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Miles hosting Albany State on Saturday night, a potential SIAC championship preview. It could happen. Golden Bears moving the ball nicely on the opening possession. Drive ends in a field goal. Tip drill time. Deontay Beno picked off with this hot potato of a ball. Mitchell Smiley returns it 13 yards. Smiley, the preseason defensive player of the year, playing a little safety and linebacker this year. Beno, not bothered. A flick of the wrist here, and then a sprint for the first down. Then an 18-yarder back of the end zone. Joe Shorter comes down with it. It's a 7-3 game early second quarter. INT by Malachi Brown gives Albany a short field to work with. That would later lead to a TD. Marquise Fultz bounces it in for a 14-3 game at the half. Second half, Golden Rams out there laying the wood at the trap. Javon Wooten takes a 29-yard punt and returns it 31 yards inside the red zone. 4 consecutive handoffs later to Marquise Fultz, and like Prego sauce, it's in there. Yeah, another old man reference. 21-3 Miles. Cam Ward, watch him work. 45 yards down to the 3-yard line. Then Ward finishing it off. Touchdown. Albany State. Offense stout, defense stout, running game on point. Victory goes to the visiting Golden Rams, 31-3. Clark Atlanta at Tuskegee. Things looking good for CAU early. Bryson Williams picked off by Zakiya Pruitt. He returns it 28 yards. The sideline goes crazy, but the Tuskegee defense holds. Golden Tigers get on the board when Latrevian O'Neal on the receiving end of this Bryson Williams touchdown. 21-yard score, 7-zip Tuskegee. Third quarter, Clark Atlanta would love to have this one back. Kobe Mitchell, one of 3 Tuskegee defenders around the ball, and the interception train is on and rolling. Elijah Odom threw the pick, tries to make the tackles. Don't do that. Quarterbacks, don't try to make tackles. Your team needs you. The Clark Atlanta defense trying to keep the Panthers in it. The fumble recovery here, but the Tuskegee defense answers. Isaac Smith goes sky high for the interception. Early fourth quarter, Bryson Williams. Should I stay or should I go now? He goes 31 yards. Tuskegee wins it 21-0. Let's quickly go to Atlanta. Last Saturday, Edward Waters with the big win over Morehouse, 37-13. Our Simone Stanley was on the sidelines.
It's an honor being here as a freshman and just being able to show what I can do and provide for my team and just doing the best I can do.
Doing the best you can do, and I think you're doing great. You got 2 touchdowns here today. You did get injured. How's that leg feeling?
It feels good. I'm going to be back for next game.
You're going to be back for next game. Next game is Albany. You guys were offensively explosive here today. How are you guys going to be able to keep that momentum going next week against Albany?
We just go back to the drawing board and heal up, rest up, and keep it going from there.
Albany State making that magic last weekend, and it shows, sweeping the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Cameron Ward and Stephon Pierre with the honors there. For ASU, Ryan Duff from Tuskegee, he is your Special Teams Player of the Week, and Brendan Jackson from Savannah State is your Newcomer of the Week. Okay, let's take a look at the standings. In the East, we have a collision course in motion, don't we? Savannah State and Albany State, looking forward to that one, but let's not get ahead of ourselves because the old guard still hanging in the cut. Fort Valley State, they might have a few things to say about a few things before it's over with. Allen, not eligible for a championship this year, but those guys, and Edward Waters as well, making things pretty interesting. All right, let's cross that time zone and head out to Alabama and all points west and north, I guess, as well. Miles on top now, but Lane with the best overall record so far in the division. Kentucky State and Tuskegee have not yet begun to fight. All right, matchups for the weekend. Where are you headed to? Week 6, we're calling it. Edward Waters at Albany State, Allen at Clark Atlanta. Central State at Fort Valley State. Lane makes the trip to Kentucky State, and Benedict at Miles. Erskine at Savannah State. Now, that's one heck of a logo. Look at that thing, man. It's madder than the Mad Hatter. I kind of like it. And maybe you've heard of this one before, the Morehouse Tuskegee Classic. New time, new city, under the lights in Birmingham. Okay, on to volleyball now. Pretty good week for the Eastern Division, and especially Clark Atlanta. Kia Thomas and Amir Bentley, your offensive player and setter of the week. Jasmine Green from Tuskegee, defensive player of the week. Liana McCullough from Fort Valley, your newcomer of the week. Okay, here's a look at your volleyball standings for this week. Out in the East, Albany State and Benedict, the only 500 and above squads right now in the division. And they might not be in the East, but they are the 3 beasts in the SIAC. Spring Hill, 10-0 in the conference and rolling. Kentucky State at 9-1 and Central State, 7-1. These ladies are on fire. Okay, on to cross country now. Let's take a look at our runners of the week. A little repeat action here. From Albany State, Kia Pittman and Benedict's Nelson Kipkimbo. Nelson doing it again over the weekend. Kipkimbo finished 2nd overall and was the first collegiate athlete to cross the line at the Koala Cross Country Classic at Columbia College. He finished his 8K race in a blazing 26:08. Now Pittman, she took home first place last Saturday in the Willie Laster Cross Country Invitational. She finished her 5K in 20 minutes and 26 seconds. That's fast. Almost as fast as this week in the SIAC, which has come to a close once again. We hope to see you out there somewhere in the SIAC football ecosystem this weekend. Maybe even catch a little volleyball and cross country as well. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I'm Tolly Carr in Atlanta. You know we'll see you guys next week. Now, time for that barbecue. Let's go.